Lots has happened in just the last week, but we are here arriving now in Paris, France, Autodrome de Paris, the only speedway on the European Tour calendar. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to round number 7 of 20 of the 2018 Sunoco Elite Series season. And like I said, things have happened in the last week. A big thing happened. That was the fact that due to his incidents last week, Max Anderson, the Season 3 champion, the 2014 champion, has been suspended for the rest of the year for his actions at La Colina, because post-race we even found that there was one more incident that we missed that we looked over, and 4 different incidents, 2 counts of race rigging, and he was suspended for the rest of the season. So Max Anderson, the 40 car, has gotten a new driver, and it will run the rest of the season, and their points is theirs, and that belongs to someone very familiar. But on pole position today, his 2nd pole position of the year and his 6th in the last season and a half, it is Philip Scott on pole position here in Paris. He's got a good record of qualifying in the last few years, and he's looking good this season. We'll see how he can do starting from pole position alongside Milorad Ryback for Ditech Motorsports, the part-time Rank C team. Very surprising to see Ditech up here so far. But Ryback really impressing the field right now. We'll see if he can hold on to this top position as we go through the race. On row 2, Carson Bowers. Top 10 last week and starting on the podium here today. Can he keep his amazing pace he's had early season up and push it into the end of the European Tour? Alongside Cordell Paulson, coming from winning La Colina, starting P4 here today. It's looking good for the driver of the 42 car, although there has been rumors that he could be moving to Maverick next season, with Jason Wolf saying that there is some interest. On row 3, Ciel Van Aller earned his owner's points last week in Spain and comes in here today with a lot of momentum, a lot of confidence, and started P5 on the grid here today. It's a very good performance for a Red Stallion car. We'll see what the oldest driver in the field can do starting near the front. Alongside Eric Monaco, another person in the field doing great. The Mavericks have been doing great this season, and Eric is no different. It's just been a great season so far. We'll see if he can keep it up in that 87 car. On row 4, Ryan Griffin. Another person with an amazing start to the year, as this is turning into his breakout year, as he sits in the top 10 in points, if I'm correct, sitting P10, I want to say. Griffin had a rough rookie year, but has so far stepped it up big time and is the lead Shock Allison car as we go through the European Tour. Alongside the guy replacing Max Anderson, someone so familiar, Jeffrey Finguy is starting on row 4, one of the best speedway ringers we've seen in Elite's history. He returns to the field coming out of retirement to drive the rest of the season in this 40 car before Brock is going to have to make a decision of who's going to take that car. Finguy just giving a little bit of an aid to the team. And on row 5, Kieran Malcher. Some bad luck in the early season has put him in a possible position to lose his ride at the end of the season, but we know he's fast. He's just got to have a good race here today to make up for all the bad luck. And that's alongside your now 2nd in points, Paul Jackson. He started well in La Colina, but it just didn't come together. Wasn't a very good race for him, but he still finished top 15. But not the race we were expecting out of him last week. We'll see if he can pick up his pace here today, here in Paris. We look through the field. We're going to look all the way at the rear. The only person starting at the rear here today, John Art. He actually got injured here last year in a practice crash with Ian Shepard. He's actually going to drive this year, but an engine issue back in practice puts him at the rear of the field. It's going to be a long ways to get to the front. 3rd race in a row with Tyler Thaber starting near the rear. Last 2 races were mechanical issues forcing him to the rear. This is the first time he's actually had to start from the rear due to a bad qualifying. A little bit of a mistake in qualifying, but we'll see if he can make it up. We know Tyler Thaber's been one of the fastest guys this year. People to watch out for. Scott Roush has won this race before, if I'm correct. He could be a threat. Aiden Shepard could be a threat as well. Roush Racing's always a threat. So is Maverick. Roman Rahal looking like he needs a lot to get to the front. But command's about to be given. Philip Scott, your leader, as we're about to go green in Paris.
Drivers, start your engines.
And the command has been given. The cars are getting ready to roll off a pit lane. There we go. We are rolling. This is also, I want to point out a few other things. Shane Vincent's second start in the full frontal 04 car. It was an amazing race last week, P6, on a road course, which he's said that he is not a good road ringer. But man, he proved otherwise. Haven't gotten those cars replaced yet because I'm a little bit dumb and forgot about that before I started recording. So it's too late now. Whoopsies. But Shane Vincent impressed last week, but this is a track type where he says he does well. So we'll see what he can do in that 04 car. Got a good run through the shootout, and he wants to get himself an owner's points today. A good result today could put him in the top 30 and get himself locked in to the races proceeding after. And as the pace car comes in for the second time this season for Philip Scott and Maverick Wolf Racing, Philip Scott will lead it down to the green flag. Here we are, green in Paris. Not a good start out of Milorad Ryback on the outside. Instead, the inside took the dominant stance, and Ryback's in the wall. Oh, very rough start for the driver at the 29. We come out of turn 4. Philip Scott is your leader as we finish lap 1 here in Paris. Leaderboard comes up, our new ticker. Finally, we got our own custom ticker. But come out at 2. Carson Bowers, CL Van Aller chase after the Maverick Wolf Racing number 80 car. There's some shuffling behind, but William Brock has started to move through the field pretty quickly, in fact. Duncan's moving up with Benyako. Shane all alone in his own little world. Oh, Duncan, don't do that. That was way too risky out of William Duncan. I don't know what he was thinking. That could have caused an incident, and that's going to push Shane Vincent to the high line. Pericles on the low line. Oh, I thought I heard an incident. We did not. I think that was Bouchard in the wall. Bouchard's in the wall. Ryback fell all the way back to 39th. We were still green. Sorry, I thought we had an incident. I was a little mad, but nope, we're still good. Jackson down the inside. Mulcher's in the wall. Damn. He cannot catch a break, can he? We finish up lap 5, and CL Van Aller. Look at that. The oldest driver in the field down the inside for the lead. Oldest driver in the field in some of the worst equipment. And yet he is using its full potential. Here comes Brock, though. Brock wants to break the tie between him and the now suspended Anderson. And this would be the way to do it here today. He takes the second position. He started 11th. Lap 6, he's already up to P2. It's a great performance so far for Brock. Here comes Griffin as well. Johan Art's getting in this. Duncan, not supposedly that good at speedways, hanging out in the top 10. Jackson is only 4 points back from Duncan, the points leader. And these two are in an intense fight for the points lead. Where is Sean Angel? That is Bouchard coming out of the pits. After hitting the wall, he reported a tire went down. He's back out on track now, got that tire fixed. Entered the track pretty well. No one got in an incident. There's Angel. Yep. And that is Lamas in the wall. This wall is catching people out today, but it's Brock now, your leader, on lap 8. Your fastest lap so far is out of William Duncan and Aiden Shepard, both pulling the fastest lap. 25.670. Where's Shepard, though? P12. He's not that far. But Alexander Rowe goes to the top. He's one of the greatest speedway ringers in Elite's history. He knows how to win at these tracks. Had a great battle with Arndt until he had to pit with 2 to go. Was it here or was it Twin Ring? I think it was here. He had a great battle back when he was at Maverick. Roger Ray, fastest lap of the race now. Everyone's trying to tick in their own fastest laps. There is Shane Vincent. He says he's good at these track types, and it looks like he's proven it. He's hanging out right outside the top 10. Could get the top 10 very soon on Alex Bignacco. But so far, not a bad day for the driver of the 04 car. But you know he'd want to reach his teammate who's up at the front. What happened to Paulson? 17th. He is not doing amazing right now. Doesn't look like at this pace he's going to follow through what he did last week. John Arndt started at the rear. He's up to, what is that, 20? That's 23rd. Thought he had just made a move, but no. 23rd already on lap 9. John Arndt is looking to be one of the fastest guys here today. We haven't seen this kind of pace out of Arndt in like a season and a half. It's good to see that Arndt has a ton of pace. He's really trying to make up for that problem in practice. Good for him. Back near the front, CL Van Aller trying to hold on to a top 3, but he's got 2 Mavericks and William Duncan breathing down his neck, and I don't think he's going to be able to hold on to it. But it's been a great performance out of Van Aller so far. He's right now defending the 80 car for 3rd, not for long. There he goes. Oh, but no, Scott lost the back end of the car, and CL will keep a hold of it. Johan Arndt, the 2-time PLS champion, has not won a Sunoco Elite Series race throughout this season or in the races he made back when he was a full-time driver 2013 and part of 2014. Hasn't won a race, but he's got a big reputation to live up to. Jackson moves up into 4th. Duncan gonna chase after him. The 2 big points rivals are both hunting to the front of the field, but no sign of Angel or Paulson. Their 2 biggest rivals. They're 17th and 19th. Arndt still 23rd, but he's closing that gap down on the 83 and the 86 of Rahal and Bartlett. Bartlett's his teammate. Gonna give him a little help here, or are they gonna fight for these positions? No matter what, Arndt's close by. Hanging on to the rear end of this big pack. Not really a pack necessarily. Johan Arndt, we missed it, but Johan Arndt has taken the lead away from William Brock. And Van Aller has finally fallen off the podium. Jackson was able to take the position, but Van Aller looks like he might want it back. Right now, the top performing BMW, because, well, Wolfstein's not good at these track types. He sits down outside the top 30. And Angel just has not seemed up to himself lately. Continue on. Shepard's making moves now. He just made the move on Griffin up into 11th. Shepard could be a threat in this race. There goes Jackson trying to dive down Brock. Oh, Brock took Johan and Jackson was wasting no time getting the lead. And now former teammates from many years ago doing battle here in Paris. Duncan may want a piece of this though. He does not want to let Jackson get away with his 3rd win of the year in just 7 races. No one has ever defended a championship this well, and Jackson looks like he might just overall defend the championship at this pace. The only one so far that has been able to stop him is the guy who's sitting right behind him, the driver of the 4 car. Duncan has a win this year, coming in Michigan, but he's never won outside of a super speedway except for all the way back with his first career win. Oh, Brock tagged the wall. His first career win back in season 1, 2012, when he won for Trailblazer, replacing Tyler Avery in Mid-Ohio. It's the last time that Duncan sat in victory lane and it wasn't a super speedway track type. This could be the day that changes, but Jackson now out in front once more. It is Jackson, Duncan, your top 2 in points and top 2 in this race. Brock sits in 3rd. It's a great performance so far for the 10-time winner. CL Van Aller impressing us down in 6th. Shane Vincent's been moving through the field slowly but surely, but here he is. I do see Arndt has gotten the move on Rahal up into 22nd, so Arndt continues to be on the move, but Rahal looks like he wants it back. They're going to continue fighting back here. Paulson starting to get back on the move. Trying to get to the front. Bowers, once again, performing very well for the car he's in. And that is Brock taking the second position. I thought it was Johan Arndt versus Duncan, but apparently Brock got a piece of it. And he's now going to start to hunt after Jackson for the lead. Oh, and with second and third fighting, it's giving a good chance for Brock to hunt down the 10 car as he closes in quicker and quicker. Brock is definitely looking quicker than Jackson at this stage. And if he can get back out in front, that would be great for him. He's just going to dive it down. No hesitation. Not even going to set up the move. He's going to go for it immediately. Is that going to be a little too risky, though, or is this going to work out for him? Maybe a little too risky. Yep, a little too risky. He tried to dive it too early. Shepard was just on the outskirts of the top 10, only about 10 laps to go, and now look at him sitting in 6th. He's looking very strong. This front pack is just... everyone's sticking together. No one's separating, but it's not like sticking together like Super Speedway racing. Everyone's still got their own little place. Man, is he quick in these races, and he's proving it again. I believe Shepard's won here in the past as well. And he's going to dive it down. Duncan and Arndt at the same time. Get them both. P3. Great move for Aiden Shepard. He is blazing fast right now. Brock once again is starting to hunt for the move on the 10 car. He set that one up a little bit better, though. Current fastest lap is the 87. I think Jackson just got the wall. Maybe. Can we get a look at that other side of the car? Did he tag the wall there? No. Right side is clean. William Brock, your new leader. But Jackson is not going to give it up that easy. They're going to begin a battle again. We're reaching the halfway point of this race. And it's Brock and Jackson who have been the two strongest, but a third one is looking to join this battle, and that's the 34 of Shepard. Jackson, one lap. Brock had out front. Jackson gets it back. But Brock right on the tail end of that 10 car and might try to take it. These two are going at it. There is Shane Vincent. He says he loves speedways, and look at him proving it. Down the inside of William Duncan. Very strong move. Lots of momentum. He'll use that to just jet by in turns 1 and 2. As long as he doesn't make a mistake here, it should be his. And it is. No mistakes. Out of Shane Vincent. He's looking very strong, and he's moved up into 6th. Roger Ray. Oh, there we go. Here we go, guys. Pit stops. Oh, that's Rowe hitting the wall. Big hit in the wall for Rowe. Some of them stayed out, and that is Johan Arndt leading us. Lap 31. Everyone knows that means that the pit delta is here. Time to pit. Get in, get fresh tires, get fuel, and get out. That should be your only goal. A few are even staying out another lap, which is risky. Oh, a few people, actually, including these 4. Shepard got held up when they were slowing down. Here we come. Everyone's coming out of the pits now. Here goes Jackson. Brock. Is Connor coming in or out? If he's coming out, that's impressive. Yeah, he made up a good amount of spots in the pits, it looks like. Here comes the rest of them. All lead. Oh, Shane! You are pushing that car to its limits! People are almost getting in the pit wall. It's scaring me to half to death. But no one's in the pit wall. Shane Vincent leads the last group of people into the pits. I think I just heard. That's Duncan and Shepard getting together. Oh, there had to be some miscommunication there. Shepard just reverses the car and gets into his pit stall. That was probably the best way he could have done that. There was no one on track, so he wasn't being really dangerous. We have no clue who the leader is, but Shane Vincent is out of the pits now. We're looking. Look on the right side. Where's the 10 car? He's the one we should all be looking for here. Where's the 10 car? There he is! Shane out! That was a great stop for Shane Vincent. That's going to be third. Behind his teammate. Maybe Connor's going to get him here on the outside with the momentum. I think he will. But still, P4 out of the pits is very strong for the 04. But it is Paul Jackson, still your leader. Brock in second. Brock second. Connor Monaco third. Shane Vincent fourth. Eric Monaco fifth. Ray sixth. Pericles seventh. Bowers eighth. And Yako ninth. And Ryan Griffin rounds out the top 10. And because of the damage he received in pit lane, where is Duncan? Oh, he fell. That contact with Shepard really hurt him. And instead, it looks like Paul Jackson is going to be taking his points lead back. That's what it's looking like. Unless a caution comes out to save him, I don't see Duncan being able to keep his points lead. It is Jackson leading this race. If Jackson could take his third win of the year in just the 7th race, oh my. That would be tying for third on the all-times win list. But here comes Connor Monaco, his manufacturer teammate, into second. And is he going to try to hunt up and fight with Jackson for this win? I think this might be Jackson's race because he's been the fastest guy all day. And with two of his biggest threats of the race in the form of Duncan and Shepard down, the only one left really is Brock. Brock is the biggest threat to him right now. Maybe Shane Vincent, because look at him. He's not far. Shane isn't far. Eric, Jackson's teammate's trying to hunt up. He's in the top 5. Rounding out top 10 right now has been Yako Angel. Or actually, it's Angel now. Angel wants to get up into this. But there goes Connor Monaco getting rid of the cushion that Jackson had in the form of Cody Lamas. Lamas, another bad day, because here comes the 19 closing in for Thundersport Racing Australia. When was the last time Thundersport won? Did they even win last year? They did. Japan. Japan last year was the last time Thundersport saw victory lane. And now here comes Connor Monaco down the inside of Paul Jackson. This is for the lead of the race. Not going to get there yet, but you can also see not only is Shane getting rid of the cushion as well, he's getting in this, but Eric is closing at an alarming rate on these 4. I think he could very well be a big threat in this race. Here comes Connor. Here comes Brock. Oh, Brock's going to hunt for it too. These 3 are doing battle now, but it was too eager out of Brock. Shane wrapping that outside. He loves that momentum that he's carrying, and he's going to carry it around his teammate. Shane just looks natural at this track. He's flowing so well through the corners. No mistakes, no hesitation on Brock. Perfect move. And he's on the podium. This is what we expected out of Shane Vincent when he came into the season at Monarch. Amazing performance so far out of Shane. But again, Connor Monaco is going to try this move again. Down the inside. Max. No. Paul Jackson. Why did I say Max? No. Of Paul Jackson. And it looks like this time he'll get it from him. Connor Monaco, new leader. Jackson was dethroned. He couldn't hold on to it. And look at the 04. Once again, he's carrying a lot of momentum down the back straight. Can he make a move through 3? Not yet. He's not going to set it up just yet. Oh, I heard some contact. Ah, that's the lap car of Morgan Fuller in the wall. 3 wide! Whoa, they went 3 wide for the lead there for a moment. Shane got risky. He wants the lead, but Jackson's gonna get it back. Shane gonna slip right back into line and try to get the momentum back to sweep back through these people. Connor back down the inside, not gonna let Jackson get the lead back. Jackson will lead that lap, but not for long. Eric has joined into this battle. But there he is, Connor Monaco to the lead. Shane Vincent once again. Lots of momentum. He is really looking good at this stage of the race. This is the most pace we've seen out of Shane Vincent this year. And there he is up into P2. Connor Monaco leads. Shane Vincent second. Paul Jackson and William Brock will now do battle for third. Eric Monaco not far. And you know Angel's gotta love seeing the fact that his big rival for the points lead is not far. Right now, Angel is down into P4 in points. He lost a position to Paulson as well. You know he wants to get it back. You know he wants to get back into this big points battle. And with Jackson losing position in this race, that could be exactly what he needs. Get through Jackson, gain points on all the big rivals ahead of him. And yeah, Jackson's been pushed back into the 5th position. He's only 3 positions out. He's making a move on Pericles now. Here is Shane Vincent versus Connor Monaco. Finally, these two get to do battle because they were interrupted by Jackson. And there he goes. It's another really clean, really good move that the 04 is pulling. He might be the strongest guy in this second run, and we're at 10 laps to go, and Shane Vincent has just received the lead. Could he win in only his 2nd race for the team? Oh, you know Brock would be smiling ear to ear if he saw that. And here he is leading. Eric Monaco, though, he's trying to get his first win since 2012, and he's on the podium now. Down the inside of Connor Monaco. Brothers fighting for second, and coincidentally, the last Monaco to win at this track, the other Monaco, Ryan Monaco. So could we see a second Monaco take a win in Paris? Shane, though, leading this race, and Darrell is spoiling it. Oh, that's a big thing. Angel has caught Jackson. Connor's in the wall. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Connor Monaco in the wall with just a few laps to go. Oh, that's devastating. Shane continues to fight. Darrell continues to spoil. Eric's not getting a chance to challenge because Darrell keeps pushing him back. There goes Shane. He's so clean. He's not making mistakes. And that's Eric's biggest problem other than Darrell. The fact is Shane's not making mistakes. Shane Vincent and Eric Monaco. Darrell doesn't have the speed to actually stop him this time. Here we go. I also see Angel. Angel and Jackson are now doing battle for third. Eric Monaco down the inside for the lead. Shane, you were without mistakes, but the big problem is sometimes it really doesn't come down to mistakes. The fact is, Eric had the momentum, he had the draft from the behind, and he takes the lead. 5 laps to go for Eric Monaco. Has not won since his days of full frontal motorsports in the 42 car when he won at Calder Park. He has not won since 2012, and he's trying to win now in 2018, almost 7 years later. But Shane is not giving up. Angel is not far. Thaber is in the top 5. What a run for Tyler Thaber. Where is Duncan? Was he able to make up positions? No, in fact, he lost him. After that damage, he just couldn't recover. We're gonna get a new points leader, and it's gonna be Jackson going back to the points lead, but can Eric defend? 2 laps to go, and Shane will start his hunt. Can Eric hold on? Through 1 and 2, Angel starting to climb as well. I think Eric's got it. It's been 6 years since he's been to victory lane, and I don't think Shane has enough. White flag in the air for Eric Monaco, trying to get back to victory lane. It's been so long since he's done it. It's been so long. And Angel doesn't have enough. He's going back to victory lane. Through 3 and 4, he'll follow in his brother's footsteps, and Eric Monaco will take the win in Paris. First win since 2012. What a performance out of the 87 crew. It was an amazing run for Eric Monaco. Started P6, fell back near the start, and made it back in a great battle with Shane Vincent. Absolutely incredible performance out of Shane Vincent. He was nearly perfect today, but not good enough to beat Eric Monaco. Finally back to victory lane, following right where his brother went, who won this race 2 years ago, and now Eric will do it as well. This track has such good history for the Monaco name, and it will continue. What a great race out of the 87. Sean Angel comes home second, although he won't get the points lead. That'll go to Jackson. He won't get the points lead, but it was still a great performance and a great way to make up some points. Shane Vincent in third. Absolutely incredible performance, and I wouldn't doubt it at all if he made it back in owner's points. It is Paul Jackson in fourth, Tyler Thaber fifth, Roman Rahal sixth, William Brock seventh, Nick Pericles, finally a good performance for him in eighth, Roger Ray in ninth, and Ryan Griffin, it's another incredible performance, rounding out the top 10. Another top 15 for Carson Bowers. John Art, after starting in dead last, will be P11 in this race. But the big unfortunate one, William Duncan, 32nd after damage on pit lane. Not what he would want, definitely. And he's going to lose his points lead after getting it for only one race. But, man, what can you do? What can you do? It happens. Roush had a bad race. He might lose his owner's points. Where'd CL finish after all that? 19th. Not bad for the oldest guy in the field. Finn Guy's return didn't go to plan, 33rd, but he'll be here for the rest of the year, so he's just got to use the time to make it up. Just absolutely, man, this was a great race and great performance for Eric Monaco. Let's go look at your finishing results. And so, Eric Monaco tops the boards here for his first time since 2012. Finally getting that second career win. Angel in second, Vincent in third, Jackson in fourth, Thaber in fifth, Rahal sixth, Brock seventh. Great performance for Brock. Pericles eighth, Ray ninth, and Ryan Griffin will round out your top 10. Oh my god, that was fun. That race was really fun. It was a lot shorter than I expected it to be. This is going to be a pretty short video, huh? I thought this race was longer than that, but 60 lap race, it was fun overall. We look back near the rear at some other people who didn't do so well after the damage as well. For Shepard, he also fell. Wolfstein von Schaefer just doesn't end the day really well. Rowe got the wall. At one point fell to 21st. But there were some silver linings as well. PJ Karenko got a good performance for the first time this year. Sylvan Aller keeps up the momentum. A top 20 is what he needs, and top 20 ranked D is still a great performance. Amazing job. Even though Bouchard was dead last, Lorenzo Log and Connor Monaco take up 14th and 15th. Great performance for them, and overall it was a great race for Eric Monaco. And Maverick Wolf Racing goes back to victory lane for the third time this year. We thought it might have been Jackson with how his performance was today, but instead it's Eric Monaco. Finally getting the second career win. And all we could do is congratulate him on that. Good job, Eric Monaco. Next time we're heading out back to Hockenheim this year, back to Poland. And that's expected to be an interesting race. We're not sure. That race is being discussed as possibly being replaced, so it's going to have to give us a good performance. Good race this year. But you never know. Hockenheim, the 1-2 complex has been known to cause some problems, so a lot like La Colina. So we'll have to see how that goes. Then we head out to Gravis City, and then the sprint and feature races for Cardiala, the first introduction to the sprint races, coming at the end of the European Tour. But congratulations to Eric Monaco. Absolutely incredible performance. Was able to make some good pace near the end. I honestly thought Shane Vincent was going to have that. Who started? Where did Shane start? 19th, and he ends P3. Incredible performance out of him and full frontal. Brock has got to be thinking that he made the best decision he could have, and I got to agree. That was a great decision in looking back. Because so far it's been 2 top 10 performances in a row for Shane Vincent. And I think he's in the top 30 now. So congratulations to Eric Monaco, Shane Vincent, and Paul Jackson back to the points lead, still trying to defend his title, and it could happen. You never know. And next time we will see you all as we head out to Poland. There's 3 rounds left of the European Tour. We're about halfway there. So until next time, guys. Ciao.